Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Solargene. I hope you are doing well today. Yesterday we left it with doing a medical emergency for I think I was doing medical. Let me just double check. What's wrong with you? Oh, I think you were just not assigned. Okay. So yeah. So I had 20 core infections. And pretty much 7.9 mil, and I will win the battle. The next one is... what's that? I don't know what that is. So you're done. Cure space again. Moon. So that's Taurus. Taurus. So they're all tourists. Who don't I have on the moon? Japan. If I leave you. Yeah, Japan. Japan. All right. So switch over to here. In 20 days, we've got a meteor strike coming in. And it's expected damage of 190. So I did send over a couple of okay, I can't get that on that tip there. That's a shame. Down there. Nope. Alright, so I got a defense there. I can't do anything with those. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. Okay, so then if I grab a hallway, I'm gonna make no. Maybe I need a one of those. There we go. That fixes that problem by putting that on there. Power wise, I'm okay. Resources wise, helium and fuel is having are struggling now. Is that because they're just trying to burn it, and they just don't have the resources in question? Yeah, I think so. Let me just double check. They've got carbon. So these two are just dirty water. They don't have enough of it. Tell you the truth, this whole center here is obsolete, to tell you the truth. Because which means then I could transfer her over to... Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But then, who's making me fuel? So you're making me... You're taking CO2 and you're making me fuel. But... Because it's kind of a knock-on effect, isn't it? Because it's... Because I've got... That one's making me carbon. Because that's taking CO2. However... That one's taking carbon to make helium. Helium is then making fuel. And then fuel is making me water in it. Hydrogen and water. But then why do I need the... Because that's making the fuel, but then I'm not needing to make fuel anymore. Because if I do that, then you are making me... You're taking carbon. You're making carbon. You're burning to make gas. But then this machine here is also making... But that one's making me oxygen. So that one's making me oxygen. But then that one... But that one burns the fire to make carbon monoxide. That's taking water to make oxygen and helium. And that one's taking helium and CO2. That one's taking CO2 and that to make water. So that one's... Those two are linked together. I guess those two are linked together. And that's the only one. And those two are linked together. Oh, those two. But then you don't have... The only dirty water that you have is... So if I get rid of that... So again... Because when... If the water gets too much, I can always send that over to... Well, actually, let's do... That one's making me gas, which is helping that one. To make CO2 and hydrogen. Yeah, because that's so... And that's just literally, it burns off the food. So when the people are eating, they generate food, which then, which in turn gives me gas back. That gas turns into hydrogen. Hydrogen and oxygen turns into water. Water then turns into oxygen, and everybody is happy. However, this guy, now has only one task to actually do. There's 2 jobs, but he can just needs to worry about doing that. With the water, I was going to say just go apply this product and consumes limiters of all resources for this station to all your orbit station, and no. Okay. So we want to send dirty water I think I can just manage that by myself. I was going to say I can send 100 every 10 days or so, but I might not even have 100. Nope, that's fine. Leave that. I did try to actually enhance the server room, so there we go. At least that's done. So I put all of those in, and they're still complaining. I mean, this is supposed to be 8.4, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 6, so 6, 12, 18. So there's 18, and I managed to get up to 58. So I'm like, well, never mind. But with the science, anyway, we are 689 on that one. $9.8 on that one. And 146 on that one. But then I'm mainly prioritizing everybody on here, because that's where all my desks are situated. So if I go up a level, I put this one in, like I stated, but I think I need more science team members to increase, but that's fine. So that's pretty much everything's done. Lunar is getting damaged, but I either have to knock it all down. No, actually, there's a destroy button there. There we go. Because it's driving me up, having that warning message. I'll rather get rid of it, and then I don't have to worry about repairing it, do I? No. So we're going to go back to here. So medical has been done. What else did I do? I moved this over here. I added another one of those for the time being. I increased my farm by 1 because I noticed that I've got this machine now in the biolab, biotech. So we've got lungs, gas, food, seed, fish, meat, dirty water, and medical. She's working on medical, thank God. Just getting some of those in because I grew some seeds, so everything is fine. So I done that. So we were growing plants and seeds and the fruit. I think this one's the fruit one. Might be wrong. Vegetables. Vegetable garden for growing berries and spices. So that one. Then I done this one, which was the vegetable garden for growing medicine, so I did that one first, and then I've added this one whilst I was waiting. So then this is bringing me in grain. So then over here, I can then make stuff which is then ready for the American food. Meat-wise, we're doing well. So I've got that up to 1,000, so I need to actually go up again to 5,500. You got the fish up to 5,000, but actually no. Yeah, I'll send you back down there, 5,000. Let's get that cooking. These are all set at 1,000. The fuel I've got up to 10,000. That one is 600, so that's nearly done. Let's increase that to 1,000, so I'm ready to actually use it. Medical supplies and stuff are being consumed. Duridium I've turned on, so I'm turning ice into water, which is then making ice into dirty water, and then I'm turning that into deuterium. I've got that set to 10,000, so it can actually do so, and that is using the tower here, and so it's making me 312 per day. In here, I don't think we've got anything that can make water any differently. However, I do have some new machines which I do need to upgrade eventually, but we'll come back to that when we're knocking down this building and finished building this one. Okay, in the medicine location. So, we figured out yesterday that if I put... So if I look at this room here, and I did actually, no, let me clear this room, and then if I delete this room, and then if I put a standard glass, so this is apartments, and we go down to standard glass, then we clear this room, you'll see up here it says 10 and 20. So then if I put in... that's spacious, and I've done that wrong. So let me just get rid of that again. Apartment glass down. So if I put this one in here... Can I fit? I can't bloody tell, you know. No, because you've got a door. That might not work actually. Let me just clear a room. So if yeah, that's better. So if I do that and then I do this, so they're identical rooms, but you'll notice that this one says 60 and this one says 60. But this one has a thermal rating of 78, where this one has a thermal rating of 49. That means that if the temperature ever gets up to 49, that this room will get hot. This one will can go all the way up to 78 before it complains about needing more. So, but the comfort rating stays the same. Oh, and the heat rating. So it can go all the way down to minus 273, where this one can only go to a minus 80. So all of these are great and all, but I have to knock them all down again. Hope that makes sense. Is there a quick way? Because I can just use that, can't I? Or can I do it that way? No. Really? Can I just do that? Poor old Sarah. The amount of times I've kicked her out of her flipping room. She must be going crazy. Right, so all of those are done. So I'm just changing the hallway one over to that, and then I can put the window one in here, going up to there. There could actually be another. Oh, that's fine. It's fine. What's wrong with all of you? Because I noticed that sometimes I run out of people spaces. You're supposed to be on the opposite side, aren't you? Perfect. Alright, so they're all now the same, except no floor over here. that issue. The floors should heat up. Put some of those quite close to the... You're fine. You're fine. Yes. I'm not going crazy with the decoration, it's just the putting something in there just to feel it, make it look like there's stuff in there. You know, that type of stuff. The temperature should go up, but then I might put in another heater there. So you're that. So then you can have another heater there. You're that. And another heater there. Simple. And that brings me up high again. Oh yeah, that was my little mess around with the plant life. Right, anyway. So that change has been done. Okay. So then next is deciding what to do about these bedrooms. We're still 97. That's fine. Deal with it. Okay. Put you over there again. That is the bottom floor, isn't it? No, it's the top one. Okay. Now we got new things. And Sarah can be the first person to use it, I guess. Ooh, that's a good point. I can Alright, let's figure this out. So, oh, that's weird. So if you've got a window which is 10, and all of those are linked together, and it gives me a maximum of 5. Bit annoying, isn't it? Oh man, never mind. Right, so we need... What shall we do? Copper? Or wood, but it looks like copper. Or the dark one. Is that more expensive? I got 15 for the table, 13 for the table, 5 for the thing, 6 for the 7 for that, 6. So this one's more dear. Okay. Single bed. Oh, I did like the idea of, but I don't know how you place them high. Because in these rooms, they're up high. How the hell do I put them up high? That's the question. Yeah. How the hell do you do that then? That makes quite a lot of sense. But is there a button? Let's have a look. Game settings. No. Control settings. Okay. Right. Move right, yes. That's a zoom. Placing objects. Speed. Cutting up. Cut building up. Cut building down. Hide interior. No. How does that work then? That's a bit unfair. Was that? I kind of like that idea. I just wish I knew how to actually do it in the spacious. But it looks like they haven't gave it the option. So what is it called? It's called Cabinet with Decorative Plant. Plant with... No. What is it called? Can't put that high, can you? Cabinet. You need doctors as well as certain texts with no. Progression, medical, no. Healing. Cannot assign, no. Not toilet. Doctor, first impression. Nothing. Okay. There's a Discord channel. I have to do that by the looks of things. Right. Yeah, so for now... that's... Boo. Okay, but it's 6. Alright, 15 for the table. Well, that's easy enough. So if we do something like that, that's nice and simple. Then we've got 6 for the... Okay. We've got plant. Which is 6 again. I've got some bookcases. We can have a... It's a 7. Light. Oh, because the table's in the way, yeah? Yeah. Same with there. Okay. So then if I... Oh, if I swing you around, can I... Yeah. Bring you out a little bit. Same as that one in it. Yep. Okay, so then if we put... That's the same as the big one. That gives me a light. Okay, so... That's 75. Or up to 75. Not bad, isn't it? Sarah. If I assign you, Sarah, you're still going to be 75, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay. So, no, there's not really much more there, but then I got... That's 84. So 9, is that a bigger one? $93. Okay, so if I spin you around... yeah, no, leave that there. The bedside cabinet there. $112 so far. 120. Yeah, there's no way of actually getting it centered, is it? Put the light centered. And I suppose I can do that. It looks like that. And the heaters. Yeah, I feel that could go into that corner there. And it's not using as much. Well, I do, wouldn't it? B seems to be working. Don't think oh, I can. Yeah, a bit more better. That works for me. Can't bloody remember any of it, but big plant, small plant, big plant. Then it was what, bookcase, lamp, book. I think I need to take that out because it looks silly. You wouldn't have that there, would you? Have another book in there. Then it's just book, big plant, then heater goes there. Bed goes light. Plant book. Heater. Table. That seems to place that anywhere else. Weird. But then that would have been out more, wouldn't it? Yes. Alright, so we got the small shelf, so then that goes to the door. Then we have the other shelf, which goes here. Then give it a gap. Put that one in. Then these don't really matter, they just need to go in. Just to give it that. And so now we're there. So then we'll take... Oh, sorry Sarah, I forgot to... Sarah. You are... You... 8 feet off, don't need it. Okay. And her mood is... can go up to 190. So 120 from the spacious rooms, 20 from the shower, 10 from the toilet, 10 from the canteen, 30 from the relaxation room, which is fine, which is, I think, over here, isn't it? Nope. Uh-huh. You can close out of that, please. Just try and get you a better canteen for the time being. You're still 10. This room is going to get knocked down, isn't it? It is. Oh, well, never mind. It's over there. So she's not connected to this any longer. Good. So that's just my hospital room. Let's double check to see if we can heal anybody. Establish, 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 establish. Okay, so that's just all tourism. Treat patients. Sign you. There we go. Let it come through. Because they... Wait, no, I think I messed around with this by accident. I didn't mean to. So, the not allowed guests... Not allowed guests. Not allowed guests. Well, I put a toilet in there, seeing if it allow for guests. Don't know what that is, so I'm going to take those off. Those off, because I think that's the storage room. So they just go here then. In medical. And I shall keep on. Right, so who else can I pick on? Oh, I know what to pick on. Pick on you. Aha. Assign. Select you. No bedroom. No that. No that. Because what I was thinking, because you got, I would like her to have that bathroom there. And the same with the farmer. So that, but have like free will as such. Like what she's doing now. You know, she needs to go to the toilet, go to the bloody toilet. It's sort of like, I don't need you to come all the way. And so it's kind of like, do I... So, although I can assign that. So that brings it down up to 160. Okay, so did that... How much did that... No, that... See, that didn't impact too much. But to literally give them the toilet, I don't know if they will use that toilet if I assigned it. See, there's your shower. There's your toilet, but then I don't know if you're going to go and use that bloody toilet over there. Just like what drives me up the wall. Anyway, let's go up. What are we on? 51, okay. All back. All back. Yeah, I kind of like it showing a little bit of the side if I can get it to play ball, which I can't. If I do it that way, do it that way, yeah, so then at least you can see the side of it. Oh, there's actually two different types. Because that one's 7. That one's only 6. Oh, but then if I delete that one and change that over to you. Ooh. Yeah, so that's the... I like that idea. I mean, I don't think I really need to, but... yeah. Oh, I already did that one as the glass. Oh. I like them better. Anyway, with the drawers. Because it increases the height and also... Yeah. I mean, that one does... Nope. We've changed our mind. I was going to say I did bad. It's not too bad. Bed. Still, give us a option to... Swap, that we can duplicate these bloody rooms. That's right, isn't it? What we need? Yep. And then we go thin wall. Then plants in it. It is. Oh, wait, don't do that. Just playing. Alright, then go to the farmer. Right, I've already done you, Sarah, haven't I? My bad. So you're done, you're done. Let's grab a medical. Ellie. Find you. There. Alright. So at least that's 3 done. Just another 3 more to go. No. It's more than that. 1, 2. But at least it's not as much stuff. That's a bonus. Am I running out? Or am I just pushed back too far? Pushed back too far, I think. Yeah, that's another 3 done. So I've done Kelly. So Walter, Nicholas, and Doris. Can I remember those names? Walter. Doris. And Walter? Anne? No. No, it was Doris, but I can't remember the next one. Kelly I've already done. Oh, Nicholas. Bailey. Done. Okay. And over here. You're already done. Oh, it doesn't really matter because it's just 1, 2, 3. And then in here should be able to do it again. 1, 2, and 3. And then in here is 1, 2, and 3. So those 3 bedrooms are there. There's the 3 toilets, and if it, even if I go to the top floor, it's still the 3 people. And the same with the bathrooms. So that's hasn't impacted on it. But there's 6 people all moved over. I like it. To have a bit of green, bit of life, instead of the generic bedroom. I mean, look how much I had to actually put in there to literally get 93 points. Oh, it's lovely. Lovely. Add all that room into that small little space. So over here, Kelly, 1, 2, 3, 4 doctors should all be assigned over here now. Yes. Actually, if I click that, is there a way to? How do I change? Rename. That's what I want to do. So how do I rename it? Oh, easy thing, I suppose. If I go like that, no, because that says building 1, 2, blah 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 blah. Because that's clicking on that. That's storage, but then I don't know how to rename it. Hmm. Hmm. So no, you can't rename them. That's a shame. I would have liked to actually do that. So you guys are. Oh wait, huh? I think I might have messed up because your sickness is space sickness. Space sickness enabled. No. Look. They're just sitting there. So I need double floor. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 doctors. So I need another 2. No. All right, gonna put a cut in here. The game just crashed on me. See you in a bit. Bye for now.